Hello! It's makeover day! I'm so excited. Is the camera so crooked? I think it's fine. The day of the all thrift bedroom makeover is upon us. I'm so excited to make over this room. I've lived in this apartment for just about 4 months now, and the room is totally lovely already. Like, it's fine, but it's not quite as designed as I'd like it to be. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that this is an apartment that I moved into after selling a home that I owned, and I am honestly so happy to be here. It was absolutely the right decision. This apartment works arguably so much better for me than my house did, but I have found myself over the course of these 4 months missing the level of style and design that I'd gotten that house to over the course of the years that I'd lived there, which is, like, I think a pretty classic experience of having moved. But today the bedroom is getting some much needed design treatment, and I'm very excited that I will have done it all by thrifting. I've never gone into a makeover with that being like the expressly stated goal before, but that usually ends up being what happens because I am such a thrifting maniac. But it has been really fun to sort of give myself that rule. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what I'm thinking in terms of design, and then I'm gonna get to work because I've already like frittered away a lot of this morning and I'm trying to get this all done today. My goal is to be able to sleep in here tonight. I don't want to have to sleep on a mattress on the floor in my living room. That's my least favorite. I mean, that is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to like camp out in your own living room, but I'm gonna try to not do that tonight. So the plan is, I love the shape of this room. Like, one of the best things throughout this entire apartment are all of the eaves, all of the cool angles in the ceilings. I think it's just like, it just brings so much character to every single room. And this is a pretty small room, and it has east-facing windows, so it doesn't get a ton of light throughout the day. All of those things being the case, I am going to do something that I have never done in a bedroom space, but I'm going to lean into the coziness of it and sort of the darkness of it and try to make it a really like warm, velvety, enveloping room. So I'm going to go like really deep with color. My knee-jerk design default is always to like paint things white and bright and make it feel really nice and airy. I'm always afraid that if I go dark with color, it's gonna feel like the walls are closing in on me. But I've done a lot of mock-ups in this room and I think it looks really good, and I'm gonna leave the trim white and all of my like bedding and stuff is white. So I think it's actually gonna make the room feel like bigger and more welcoming and cozier if I go dark on the walls. I spent a lot of time with the Benjamin Moore paint simulator. I went through a lot of different color options. I've swatched a bunch of different paints and I finally landed on a color. It feels dark, so that is scary, but we're gonna roll with it. And if it sucks, there's no rule that says I can't repaint. I'm gonna try not to do that because that sounds like turning a pleasure into a chore, but the walls are gonna be a lovely sort of like cocoa, like muted warm cocoa color, which I think is gonna be beautiful. And then I thrifted some really great dark green velvet drapes. I usually don't like velvet, but I don't know. I'm doing all sorts of things that scare me usually. I thrifted a great new wool rug that I think is gonna be beautiful in here. I got a new bed. Oh my god, I'm so excited about the bed. It's so beautiful. My hope is that by the end of today, this room will feel cohesive and cozy and grown up. I want it to feel like a grown up, like a cozy grown up lady cocoon. This is the goal. It's gonna be really fun. My stupid little pigtails are back. I'm so excited. It doesn't look good as a hairstyle, but I'm so excited that my hair is like finally long enough to like sort of do something with that. I can't be stopped. I'm addicted to the stupid pigtails. They're my whole new personality. They look like kind of look like upside down Shrek ears. Like, you know, Shrek's ears? They kind of look like that, but just on the wrong side of my head. Also, I'm gonna be wearing glasses this whole time because I have a sty on my eye because my body's betraying me. So, you know, there are pluses and minuses to how this day is going so far, but the room makeover is gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Fred, what do you think about room makeovers? Do you like it when Mama paints? Yeah, interesting. What's your favorite kind of... Thank you. What's your favorite kind of home improvement project, Fred? Do you think I made a good choice on the wall color? He's being a little withholding. All right, little pal, let's go get the paint. Hey, it's a different day. Before we continue with the bedroom makeover, I did just want to pause and check in with you about something. As I've been working on this bedroom project, I have been so inspired and so creatively stimulated. I have found it so rewarding, and it's really made me want to double down on leaning into those creative impulses and leaning into my particular proclivity for crafting. So thank goodness that Craftsy is sponsoring today's video. I would be lost without them. If you don't know about Craftsy, don't worry, I'm gonna tell you all about them. Craftsy is an online community-based resource that offers over 2,000 incredible classes in a bunch of different creative disciplines and pursuits. Craftsy offers a very wide range of categories in a bunch of different skill levels, so it's really perfect for anybody. You can learn how to quilt, you can learn how to bake. I saw a class on how to make a freaking coffee table. Like, the sky is the limit. You can do anything. I have been particularly excited about leaning into cake decorating. This past weekend, I was visiting my best friend in Maine, and we were celebrating her son's first birthday, and it was the best. And my contribution to this very exciting celebration was to recreate this wild cartoon cake that was originally made by another YouTube creator, Johnny Cakes. It was so much fun, it was so silly, and I felt so proud of it. And ever since I got back home, I have been particularly enjoying this really fun, really silly, very whimsical class on how to make a hyper-realistic hamburger cake by Elisa Strauss. It's so much fun. She's such a delight. She gives really clear step-by-step instructions. And overall, I have just been so grateful for the resource that has allowed me to keep leaning into that creative spark that I discovered over the weekend. It feels like one of the best things in the world to have a spark of inspiration and then be able to keep following it and fostering it further. If you would like to try Craftsy for yourself, which, if it's not abundantly clear, I cannot more highly recommend, I have a special link for you. As a gift to my subscribers, Craftsy is offering a full year of premium membership for $1.49 to the first 1,000 people who click the link in my description below, which that's a bananas deal. That's such a good deal. So jump on it, don't wait.
This offer is valid for new members only. Click the link in my description below or scan the QR code on your screen.
It's an awesome gift to give yourself as you're settling into fall, and I just can't tell you how much I've benefited from having that resource available to me. Thank you so much to Craftsy for being such a wonderful supporter of this channel. It means the world to me. And now I'm gonna go keep making this bedroom look less bad. All right, back to it. Very important pump up jams. Bach, get into it. This is when having another person here would be pretty good. But we like our independence. Okay, so here's the first problem-solving project of the day. As I mentioned, I thrifted a new bed, which is very exciting.
I just had the nicest time picking up my new bed.
Facebook Marketplace. You gotta love it. This might be my favorite thing that I've ever purchased on Facebook Marketplace. I paid her with cash and she was like genuinely shocked. She's like, wow, this is so old school. I guess it is. I like having cash. I usually have like some degree of cash available. Don't mug me. I like having cash. But I guess I also do like to feel like it's the 90s. So that makes sense. That's still, I'm still me. I'm so excited about this. That bed does not have slats, so I'll need to use these. That bed also doesn't have this little center column that this one does. So I'm realizing in this moment that these slats probably aren't gonna work. Oh no. Okay. Let's see if we can find some slats real fast. Wow, I can't believe this is a problem that I've gotten myself into. How silly and avoidable. I thrifted this bed like a month ago. I could have figured this out, definitely could have figured this out before now. Okay, well that was an important discovery. I learned, I don't know how I'm gonna solve this problem. This may turn into a situation where I just like have to drive to IKEA and buy something new. I don't want to, but the whole bed is thrifted. So I guess if the slats worked, that wouldn't completely explode the video. Fred, do you know how to get a strip screw out of wood? No, you're just a cat. Let's try to wrestle this thing out of here. Oh no. This is absolutely falling apart. I actually think that this might break as soon as I try to move it. How have I slept on this for years? Uh-oh. Whoa, that's just broken. Yeah, this is, I don't think I can, in good conscience, sell this to somebody. This is pretty bad. Whoa. I'm in jail. It's all going pretty bad so far. Okay, I'm gonna throw it into the room. Ready? 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and away we go. There's a cat on the drop cloth. All right, let's paint this room.
In keeping with the true spirit of this all thrift makeover, I do want to mention that I did actually do my level best to thrift this paint. You can often find thrifted paint on Facebook Marketplace if people have leftover paint from projects. The Habitat for Humanity Restore also has a line of recycled paints. I've linked that below. They have some really great color options, but ultimately I decided I wanted a little bit more control in the color that I painted my walls, but just wanted to mention that.
Hello, hello, hello. I am so pleased. I'm so pleased with this color. It is the Mocha Mousse dead salmon but richer color of my dreams. I was so worried it was gonna look too much, but it's just enough. When I came in and I said hello, 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 it made me think of, let me know if you are also a child of the 90s and you remember this. There was a wonderful animated classic called Thumbelina that Barry Manilow did the music for. There's a wonderfully flamboyant and eccentric swallow named Jacquimo, and he's really there to encourage Thumbelina on her quest for true love. Towards the end of the movie, they're in the land of the fairies. They've finally gotten there. He bursts onto the scene and says, "Hello, hello, hello, fairies."
Hello, 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 fairies.
I kind of want to watch Thumbelina. Oh, what a perfect film. It's perfect. I'm gonna clean up the detritus of my painting project And then it'll be time to put the new rug in here. I'm very excited. I'm so excited to show you the new rug. The new rug. The old rug. The new to me old rug is excellent. Shut up, Sarah. Stop talking. Anything that we desire, every day I'll take you and I'll never let you fall. Oh, is there a more romantic song in the world? No. If you're a man out there and you're the human manifestation of Cornelius the Fairy Prince, slide into my DMs. I'm kind of joking, but not really. Oh. I don't know what it's like to be in anyone else's brain, but it's pretty fun to be in mine. Alright, now this is done. This is all really the part that I'm most excited about. It's time for the rug. I'm gonna get the rug. It's such a jungle gym in the living room where all the stuff is. Come on, work with me. I thrifted this rug from Facebook Marketplace from a nice man named Colin.
This is a rug. I bought it from a man, seemed like a nice man. As I was driving away, I realized I gave him cash and I overpaid him by 20 bucks. And I thought, I'm not gonna bug him about it. We'll see if he's honest and, offers to Venmo me or something later. But also, the difference between $40 and $60 for a big, in great condition revival rug. This is why I'll never be wealthy.
It is a 100% wool, hand tufted rug from Revival Rugs. I looked it up. New, I believe this rug would have been upwards of $200, and I got it for $60. I'm pretty stoked about it. I vacuumed it so many times when I got it because I bless Colin. I don't think he ever once vacuumed it. But I sure did. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow, it's so cozy and it fits perfectly like it was meant for it. Fred, what do you think? Okay. Wow, it's so cozy. What's out there? You keeping the house safe. The rain's so scary. You're being so brave. You've been hiding from the rain for most of the day, but you're really facing off with it right now. Good job. That's a good way to face your fears. Yeah. What do you think about it, bud? Do you think the rug is nice? I love how this rug looks in here. The sort of muted colors are just such a beautiful pairing with this like chocolate brown paint in here. I'm obsessed with this color. I can't believe that this is my bedroom. Oh my god, I think it's so beautiful. I've never had a rug that was worth more than 80 bucks ever in my life. And having like a plush wool rug, it really does, I feel a palpable difference. Yes. Yes. And this was such a deal. This was such a crazy deal. A crazy, crazy, crazy deal. 60 bucks. 60 bucks for a Revival rug is nuts. That's nuts. Okay, now that the rug is in, I'm going to do what I am actually most excited to do, which is set up my bed. My beautiful antique sleigh bed. Here, I'll do a cool little reveal. Fred, you wanna do a magic trick with me? Okay, bud. We're gonna snap our fingers and then there's gonna be a bed right there. Ready? You gotta do the magic trick with me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. I finally have a headboard. I have been a woman without a headboard for years. I don't know if it's like really coming through on camera what a wild upgrade this is, but it's just so much better in here. It just makes the room look, I don't know, like an adult might live here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with an IKEA bed frame. It served me well for many, many years, but there is just a big difference between like untreated raw pine and a beautiful solid wood antique bed. Wow, I'm so happy with that. Oh my god. Also, it really bears mentioning that I'm fully aware that the AC unit is a hideous eyesore, but it's just an unavoidable bit of reality. When autumn really hits in earnest, boy, is it gonna be extra beautiful in here. But you know what's gonna help? You know what's gonna help? Some curtains. I'm gonna put some curtains up. Ooh, it's the most exciting part. It's all the most exciting part. I'm very, very excited. They're a beautiful sort of hunter emerald green velvet. Brand new, still in the packaging. For $30 for 2 panels. Wow. Oh, I tell you what, that is quite beautiful. This is a really lovely weight of velvet. Sometimes velvet can feel a little like chenille-y, but this is really nice. There is no tag on them and the brand isn't on the packaging. It's just clear plastic. So I don't know what brand they are. The listing didn't say and I forgot to ask. My guess is if it wasn't in the listing, it's not anything particularly fancy, but feels great. And I got a lovely gold curtain rod from the Habitat for Humanity Restore for $20. I'm gonna kind of zoom through this because you don't really need to hear me yap while I'm putting a curtain rod up, and I'm pretty brain dead at this point. My pigtails are still there though. They're still pretty dumb. How wildly exciting. Okay, it's a mess in here. It's a complete mess. Fred, are you gonna clean this up? Doesn't earn its keep.
Beyond the ghost, we stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
I can't believe how much cozier in here it feels. I just sort of looked up and took my whole room in. It looks so nice. Man, I gotta say, I'm having a moment where I'm pretty grateful. Is it annoying to be grateful? I feel like the word gratitude got really overused and now it's like trite and annoying. Well, I am feeling grateful. Feeling grateful in this moment for YouTube. I probably would have done this anyway, but not with like the same level of thoughtfulness and execution. Like YouTube really has made me like do the things I want to do to a level that I'm really proud of, because like I know that I'm going to share my projects, so I put a little bit more care and intention behind them. I was having a conversation in the comment section on my recent video where I'm conquering my fear of the sewing machine. I was kind of going back and forth with a subscriber who was saying that like she couldn't imagine sewing all day, that she hates sewing. And I said in my comment back to her, like, don't worry, I definitely wouldn't have done this if I wasn't making a YouTube video. And then it made me stop and think, and I was like, man, I'm so grateful I was making a YouTube video because it motivated me to do something that I otherwise really definitely wouldn't have done, and I'm so happy that I did. It's a really cool job. I'm really, like, I'm obviously, like, I'm still growing it. Like, it's not totally where I want it to be yet in terms of, like the sustaining life piece of the job. But I'm, like, filling my days with things that I really care about and enjoy with a level of motivation that I didn't previously have. Feels pretty cool to me. I'm really grateful. I'm #grateful. Like and subscribe. All right, gonna put this back on the wall.
A couple other little mini projects that I do when I mention as I'm doing them. So what I'm doing here, I'm covering the cord of my sconce with a D-shaped cord cover, and then I'm painting it the same color as the wall. This is a tip that I learned from Caroline Winkler. And while it obviously doesn't make the cord invisible, it does just help it blend into the wall and make it look a little bit more finished and a little bit more polished. I also decided to paint this really honestly temporary storage solution in my room. This is a little storage unit that I got literally off the side of the road, and it's fine and functional, just not particularly beautiful. This isn't a gorgeous finished product either, but the black does just sort of make it disappear into the rest of the room. Pretty significantly happy with the work of today. I successfully completed this before midnight, which was the quiet goal that I made with myself. I'm gonna tidy up the rest of the house. I'm gonna eat a little something. I'm gonna crawl into bed and edit in bed, and then we'll do like a final full reveal in the morning. It's really good in here. Okay. I'll see you really soon. Okay, good night. Oh, hello. Remember when I said I'm gonna get some sleep and check back in with you in the morning? It is a morning. It's not the next morning. Maybe 2 weeks have passed between the video you've been watching and now. Why am I telling you this? I don't have to tell you. You wouldn't know. I could have totally lied. I could have lied and no one would ever have found me out. But you know what? This is how much you can trust me, because even when I don't have to tell you the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's like 2 weeks later. I have been living in and loving the room for 2 weeks, and now I'm going to reveal it to you, and we're going to do a little tour. We're going to do a little tour of all of the tiny little delights in the corners of the room, and we're going to end this video and move on with our lives. Bear with me, I have like 2 brain cells right now, so this is gonna be a fun final chapter of the video. Okay, let's reveal the room. Here's what it looks like now.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. Like, everywhere my eye lands in the room is upon something that delights me. And that's my favorite thing about putting a space together. And I am just wildly pleased that I was able to do all of it with secondhand items. So I'm gonna show you the things that are bringing me immense joy. Here, I'm gonna upset my happy collection of perfumes to show you. So when I was at the Mall of St. Paul, I found this amazing tin tray. It has this sort of painting print sort of applique on the tray. And I have actually I've left one of the tags on it just because I want to remember what it's called. Flooding the Ice Rink. And this is from the 40s in Ohio. And I'm not from the 40s, but I am from Ohio, and so this felt like a really sweet little relic. And I love this style of sort of like cartoonifying a map. I think that's really, really charming. And I almost hesitated to put it up top on this dresser because the dresser is so tall. It's really enough at eye level that I do
I do see it. It adds a beautiful touch of like color and life to the space. I love this. And having like a tray, right? Having a container for the items does just make it look purposeful. This is a pretty big transformation. My moment of hubristic failure was that I had grand plans, and I do still think it's a good idea. So I had this idea like, oh, I will try to thrift a great big marble cutting board, and I'll use it as a tabletop for my vanity. Because this antique sewing machine that I use as my vanity table, it's seen better days, and all of the finish is coming off the top here. I couldn't find a big one, but I did find, oh, it's so heavy. I did find this little baby one. You know when you're doing your Christmas tree shopping and you're out there, especially if you're outside, you're out there with the sky and you look at a tree and you think, oh, this looks like it's the right size for my living room, and you bring it home and it's like way too big, and your like sense of size and space and scale is completely warped by the environment. That happened with this, but the opposite way. I was at the thrift store and I saw this and I was like, I mean, it's like a little bit smaller than the vanity top, but I think it'll cover most of it. And I mean, that's ridiculous. This is a tray. It's not a topper, it's a tray. But having trays, as we've already discussed, is a great thing. Okay, this is a favorite little touch. So I have in this silly little corner of the room, sort of peeking out from behind the curtain. This is a thrifted print in a thrifted frame. She's overworked and yawning, and I thought it was really appropriate to have a little yawning girl by the bed. This is easily, far and away, my favorite home improvement, home design project I've ever done. I've loved how it's come together. It feels very finished, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of times when you redesign a space, you get like 85 or 90% of the way there and you're looking around the room going, oh, I like it, I'm happy with this for now, but you can name things that you want to keep tinkering with. And while I'm certain that there are things in this space that I will sort of organically futz with over time, there is nothing like glaring as I'm looking around this space where I think like, oh, that really I need another pass at that, or that feels like a placeholder. This was true the day that I did the project and has remained true in the weeks since. Without fail, every time I walk into my room, I get this huge smile on my face and I think, I can't believe this is my room. The night that I did it, I slept for maybe 3 hours. I woke up so giddy and unable to go back to sleep because I was so excited to wake up in my room. I opened my eyes and my first experience of the day was having a grin on my face. And that has continued to happen. Like, that wasn't just a one-time dealio. I have continually woken up with a big dopey smile on my face because this is my room. And I don't think I've ever had that experience in a space that I've put together. It's just wonderful. I'm so proud that it's full of secondhand things. It's been so much fun. I found myself, I usually have a like no work from bed rule. I've been breaking that rule because I just want to hang out in here. So I've been like bringing my laptop back to bed with me with coffee in the morning to like answer emails or do editing or whatever else I have, or whatever work I have to be doing. I've actually been starting most days just knitting in bed and listening to a podcast or hanging out with Fred. And it's just been it feels so luxurious. Well, I'm going to go now and enjoy this day. I hope you do the same. I hope that this video has inspired you to rethink your spaces. And I hope that it's given you a little bit of inspiration to see if you can find things to reinvigorate your space on the secondhand market. The benefits of thrifting are endless and I'll never shut up about it. Okay, I am going to go. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you're taking very good care of yourself. And I'll be back with another video for you very, very soon. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.